when she attacked me, and I'm getting penalized for that. That's wrong, Miss Betty. That's wrong. It's wrong for y'all doing that to me.
Why are you crying? Let's go to the cabaret. Come to the cabaret. And Joseline in this bitch.
Yo, bitches wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Just wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Just wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Rican mamacita, yeah, I run this shit, you know it's bloody bitches and ain't got shit on me. Let you know esta rica, muy vainilla, soy yo rica, mi booty la. Tu dinero para el pussy. Tu dinero para el pussy. Tu dinero para. Tu dinero para. Tu dinero para el pussy.
What's going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to y'all with another video. Today we recapping Joseline's interview that she did with Carlos King. Carlos King, that's that guy. He really is that guy. That is how you do an interview. A lot of these people that have interviewed Joseline, to me, have not asked the questions that we really want to know. So Carlos asked in this first part, because there's another part, he made sure to ask Joseline everything that I wanted to know. So I was like, thank you. Finally, it has happened to me. We got a right interview, and I'm so excited. Like, you got Joseline to cry. You know how hard it is to get Joseline to cry? Joseline walked barefoot in the streets of Puerto Rico. So, like, that is extremely hard to get her just pouring out in tears. Like, and also this interview made me respect Joseline a lot more. A lot of what she says when it grows to her family and everything, it's like, I get you. Like, oh, like, I'm telling you, I almost teared up watching the interview at one part, because it's like I could really relate to some of the stuff that she talks about. Like, I'm telling you, like, she gave my respect in this interview. Like, y'all know I love the key and do the whole videos and stuff on Joseline, but like, she really does need her flowers. She does. I think a lot of the stuff that she does is, you know, in regards to some of the stuff that she went through when she was younger. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but that's why. Okay, so let's start about some of the stuff that she talked about in an interview. She says that she met Stevie when she was like in her 20s, and how she got on Love and Hip Hop was she met Stevie, and about 3 days later, Stevie took her to Mona, and apparently DJ Drama's wife and him were going to be on Love and Hip Hop, but they decided to drop out last minute. Who is his wife, and why were they going to be such the stars? I low-key want to see what that's all about, to be honest, because I'm a little suspicious on that. They probably had a crazy storyline for them to drop out and get second, thoughts of doing the show. So I guess when they dropped out, Carlos said that they needed to bring Joseline. They needed to bring another person in that was like a star. So they started going frantic, looking around, and then in comes Joseline. So I guess Stevie introduced Joseline to Mona and them, and Mona was just like, "Are you're from Atlanta? You're a stripper. Oh, have you dealt sexually with Stevie? Oh, okay." So she did one of those. And, Joseline did her big one. She's like, I'm the Puerto Rican princess. I do my big one. I strip, I dance. I rap a little bit, okay? Like, like she did her big one. And next thing you know, Mona said, hey, you going to do confessionals. Go get 3 clothes and bring it back. I said, damn. Like, that's how you know Mona is a genius, because she recognizes a star when she sees one. Okay? That's not easy to do. And she did that. So congrats to you, Mona, because you really did discover a star. So she says the moment Joseline, opened her mouth, she knew that that was going to be basically the replacement. I'm looking like damn Ray J right now. That was going to be the replacement for DJ Drama and his wife, right? So she do the confessionals. She had that, I call it the tigress top, okay? It was fur all over the bra area, okay? It looked like she ripped it straight out of a bear's hoo-ha and had it all around the breast. Remember when she was like, he messed up my fur. I could have killed him. When she said that That's what she was wearing, the all black with the black hair. Joseline looked like she was ready. And that confessional, I'll never forget that. Joseline looked like she was going to perform. Ain't no that take my power. Epi do that. So like that's what Joseline looked like in that confessional. Okay. So after they did a couple scenes and stuff, they realized that this is going to be our golden girl. And Joseline says that she was given like a raise like a little bit after her working on the show, because they felt like she was so much of a star that they had to give her the money that she deserved for it, which like I applaud Mona for that and really giving her just due, because without her, I don't think Atlanta would have been that successful. Like it really wouldn't. It would have been boring as heck. I don't think a lot of people would have tuned into it had it not been for Joseline. So thank you, Mona, for not ripping these people off. Because nowadays, if you go to reality TV, you getting $1.50 and you getting $1.50. Okay, like you're not getting the things that you used to get in the past. This was the confessional that I'm talking about, you guys, with the tigress, Brara, the Ferrer. Okay, you see it? I could have killed them. That's the confessional. So that was one of the 3 looks that Joseline went down to the thrift shop and got and put on for Love and Hip Hop. Okay. So another thing that was addressed in the interview as well was the whole Stevie J and her relationship. Now, this is where I call a little bit cap, Joseline. The cap was on your head at this part. You said by that point you never slept with Stevie and you only know him for about like 3 days. I don't know about that.
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
Okay, because it's like I just don't see Stevie knowing somebody for that little bit of time, not getting the cootie cat, because you wasn't stingy with it back then. Now you are. Okay, I'm stingy with my cootie cat. Get down. Why you doing like that? Because I'm stingy with my cootie cat. Okay, back then you wasn't stingy like that. So I felt like you gave the cootie cat, and that's how Stevie fell in love, because Joseline got the rubies down there, and that's how he brought you on to Love Hip Hop. I just don't think that y'all never did nothing before the Love Hip Hop introduction. And I felt like y'all knew each other longer than like 3 days, she says. I don't really believe that. That's just me. Okay. They asked her, why did she expose herself online naked to prove that she was a real woman. Okay, because if I say that word, y'all gonna eat me. Like, damn. Blame the scientists who came up with the term. How about that? A real woman, okay, to prove, because they used to say she was a nigga. So she posted her hoo-ha all and her kurika, and she wasn't stingy with it that time. And everybody saw, the rubies down there. So we saw what was under the fur, right? She said she really did it because she was looking all fine outdoors, and she said, would she do it again? She says yes. And if y'all don't know, she put it on Twitter. That was when before Twitter became X. Now, if she did that, they probably would have banned her. Okay, but then again, now they got all that porn on Twitter, so I doubt it. The less than 2 weeks knowing Stevie J, I don't believe that. I'm gonna say that again. She kind of reiterates that a good amount. She was just like, he ain't got no pussy, he ain't got no head. He put on in the studio or whatever, but like nothing happened. You mean to tell me you want us to believe that you didn't suck that beefcake? Oh, like call cap. I'm telling you, Stevie pulled it out and said, and you went to bobbing for apples. I don't believe that. Okay. So then she said she wasn't attracted to Stevie J at first. She was like, I didn't really like him in the beginning, but like I'm like that. Like, you have to make me like you. Like, you just have to do what you have to do to like, okay? Because it's like, I don't know. So she said she wasn't attracted to him. I could see that because Ballistic looks completely different from Stevie J. Stevie J looks like a Nico. Y'all remember in Mimi's ex? They had that video. They were filming a video in the plane, and then K. Michelle said, call his friend, the girlfriend, if Joseline went for a guy that looks completely like Stevie. I would say that's cap, but I believe her 100%. I doubt she was that super, super attracted to him. She was attracted to the opportunity, I believe, more so than Stevie's looks and the beefcake. Okay. So then we get into the whole family thing and her mom. I felt so bad for I did feel bad. I did feel bad. I felt so bad for her because it's like the way that she explained how she feel like she didn't get like the loving that she wanted, and she felt like she had to grow up super quickly, and it makes her angry. I'm like, I love it. Okay. We got to see the vulnerable side of Joseline. And you know she hates being vulnerable because she's like, I should kick your ass. You might be kind of this interview. You can ask me that question in the end, bitch. I was like, that's typical Joseline though. Like, she's the type, she puts a hard exterior on, but she's really soft, like on the inside. She just don't like to show it because she don't want people to mess with her. Okay. So it's like, I get it. I love the fact that she opened up about that and talked about that and went into depth about that. One thing that confused me though, they said that they didn't show her parents on the show. That's cap. I remember their parents. That's how I know Joseline really is black, y'all. Go to Love and Hip Hop season 1. Both of her parents are black. Okay. She's really Afro-Latina. Like that is how she is Afro-Latina. Like they're black. Like I'm just saying. That's why I'm not too hard on Joseline when she saying. I just think that she got power to the people after she left College Hill. Okay. So we get into the whole Zeus and her wanting to, be a boss. She said she got sick of doing Love and Hip Hop. She was sick of, doing the reunions and stuff. And she told us that on that reunion that made the memes, when she was just like, you need me. Only God could come down and shut this down. And then she was sitting in the car. She was like, right? They didn't want to pay her. After she did the interview, the reunion, because she didn't go in and sit with the cast, they was trying to hold her check. So she said she had to call her lawyer down to New York. Now, Mona, you know you're wrong for doing that. How dare you? How you gonna try to take her check like that, knowing damn well the fact that y'all even previewed that she was going to be at the reunion was going to make the show more money? Like, come on now. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's so messed up, VH. How y'all tried to do that and pull over wool over our eyes like that, making it seem like, she's paid and happy, but meanwhile she's miserable back behind the scenes. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, and she let us know. Oh, yeah. She let us know the amounts she was making. So she lets us know she was making, at first it was like, at one point it was like $10,000 an episode, and then it increased and went more and more and more up. And she had a comeback bonus. And I never heard of this. I just heard of, this is what you're getting paid for the season. Not a sign-on bonus. Like, let me correct myself. A sign-on bonus. To sign on for the next season. Okay, with the big pen, she needs attached to the big pen a check for probably like $50K, which I'm like, you can't hate on it. You gotta only respect it. You gotta applaud it, bitch. Like, oh God. Shout out to Joseline. Like, for real. Like, you say what you want about her, but her business mindset has to be respected, okay? She was just like, I did music. I wanted to do music, but I feel like I was like a better handler than anything. Okay. I told Carlos, I said, I can handle business. I could do my ish. I make things pop off and I can seal a deal. Okay. So when she got off of Love and Hip Hop, she called Carlos. She's just like, I always want to start the Cabaret. And like, me and Ballistic was talking about, Zeus and, Lemmy. Like, that nigga Lemmy? So next thing you know, that's how I'm telling you, God be working in ways to make things happen. Okay. Because the moment she started to leave Love and Hip Hop, Carlos ran into Lemmy Pepper walking their dogs. Okay. So Carlos, walking his dog, his big Debbie case, boot, 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 boot. Lemmy's like, oh, don't poop there. Stop. Come back. Come. All right. So then Carlos runs into Lemmy. He's like, oh, what are you doing here? You know how Carlos is. And Lemmy's just like, I'm just walking my dog. We're gonna film Black China, but like, I don't have any more shells. Like, do you have any idea? So then Carlos is like, what about Joseline? He's like, that Puerto Rican princess? I mean, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. And then next thing you know, they both got a meeting. They sat with Lemmy, and the Cabaret came about. Apparently, Carlos was the one who gave Joseline the Cabaret idea. So we would not have the Cabaret without Carlos. Thank God for that. Okay. I will say though, Joseline, you might want to hit up Carlos for the next season, so that way it'll be a little bit more entertaining than this one, because this one's a little bit of a dead. Okay, it's a little boring. Sorry, it's a little boring. So I think you might want to hit up Carlos, to help with production a little bit, just to maybe change up the concept, and because I have a few ideas that I think can make the show really pop and take it out this repetitive form. Okay. So another thing that was mentioned as well was that I guess Lemmy Pepper wanted him to take half. And Carlos was like, no, it's yours. You can have it. Okay. So I'm like, wow, how noble of you, Carlos. Like, for real. That was really noble of him to do that. And one of the parts that was shady in the interview, y'all, was Joseline was just like, I'm a working girl. I'm not gonna sit here and call to you unless you mention something about my kids, my mama, ballistic. I'm not gonna cry, but like these bitches, they come in here, they sit, they cry, they and it's not like what you did. It's not about quality. It's not about quantity. It's quality. Okay, she hit us with one of those. Basically, the people are saying she's shading Nene Leakes. I thought the same thing watching it. I was like, oh, she's talking about Nene. Because Nene is the type of person, she talks about what she's done and not what she's doing now. And that's the problem. And I think it's because I think life has beat down Nene a little bit hard all at once, that it kind of broke her spirit a little bit. So that's why she's kind of like on this woe me tour. And Joseline's not a woe me type of girl. That's why I like her. Okay, like she might be down for a little bit, but like you're not gonna catch her down for long, like me. Like, you feel me? Like, you gotta give me a little minute, but it's like, I'm back. Okay, that's how she is. So that's why I really respected that she mentioned. She didn't say Nene's name specifically, but we all know who she was talking about. She talked a little bit about some of the girls that are still in love with hip hop. I'm so glad she talked about this, because Rashida, Carly, y'all should have been left loving hip hop. I said the same thing. I would have tried to get in part of production and get the real money. I'm just saying, like, because they're the ones really walking around with the big checks. I would have tried to get mentored by Mona. I would have been like, Mona, you need help. Being cast, like, girl, like, they don't make that much as y'all think. And y'all see the stress you go through. They don't have Erica over here looking like a damn Skeletor, ripping her hair out, getting fired, while the production, sitting back with their feet cocked up, making thousands of dollars on a situation that they knew was gonna happen and air out. Like, I'm glad she addressed this. It's sad that she's not cool with K. Michelle anymore. Carly, she called her beautiful. Rashida, she said she would have been left Kirk. Okay, and that was really about the interview. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait for part 2. I love the tea that she spilled in it, because we really got to know a lot about the show. Let me know what you guys think about Joseline's interview with Carlos. Do you guys liked it really, really good? What parts of it kind of shocked you and surprised you? Okay, leave your comments down below, and we out, babies.
No personal thing.